Hello, hello, Dr. Clif, your movement recovery specialist, and welcome to episode 3 of Fridays Forgotten. After 2 weeks of deadlifts, we're moving on to a different exercise, the squat. But not any normal squat, the Steinborn Squat, named after Henry Milo Steinborn. Steinborn was a weightlifter and wrestler from the 1920s to the 1950s. That's a pretty long time frame. Well into his 80s, he still squatted over 300 pounds. And in his prime, at a body weight just over 200 pounds, he squatted 553 pounds. This is in an era when most people didn't squat. And his squat wasn't your typical squat, as we're soon going to see. This was before squat racks or the fancy new monoliths even existed. People of Milo's day would power clean the bar from the ground and then press it overhead, put it on your shoulders, and do your squats, which significantly limited the amount of weight that you could squat and decreased the leg development. Milo devised a way to squat a larger amount of weight and to really challenge your legs and especially your core. So let's have a look at how he did this. Okay, the Steinborn Squat. Now, as with all these exercises, it should go without saying that you want a big open area. But that's even more true with this exercise than the couple of deadlifts that we've done already, because with the deadlifts, you're basically just picking the bar up off the ground and putting it back down right there. There's a little bit more movement involved with this. And there's a couple special things you want to make sure about the bar before you start. First off, you're going to want some heavy-duty collars like this. Not those little spring thingies, or the ones you kind of turn on with a screw, because you want to make sure the weight's not going to go anywhere. If your collar starts sliding off halfway through this lift, you're going to have a real bad day. And if there are people around you, they're going to have a lot of excitement that you don't want. I'll put a link down at the bottom where you can get some of these if you don't have them. These are Rogue metal collars, and they'll hold a couple 100 pounds from going anywhere. So take these, put them on nice and tight up there so that plate's not going to move at all. See, that's not going anywhere, which is important with this lift. The other thing, select a bar that doesn't have any gnarling in the middle here. You know, that rough, grippy stuff that makes it easier to hold the bar. A normal squat bar has it right in the center so it doesn't slide down your back. But with this squat, because of the unconventional method we do it, if you have that there, it'll just rip all the nice skin off the middle of your neck. So you don't want that. Now, we're going to address the bar from the side. You're going to squat down, and we're going to pick the bar up and tilt it on its side. This is why the collars are very important. When you get it straight up and down like so, then you're going to work yourself underneath this and line it up with your shoulders. This is definitely an ab workout. Then you're going to squat down and just slide it up and stand up, like so. Then you adjust your feet a little if necessary and do a squat. And then come back up. Then in proper Steinborn form, you place the bar back on the ground the same way you put it up, as he would say a gentleman would do, not just drop it on the ground. So now we bring our feet back together a little. We squat and bend, putting the bar back on the ground, pushing it up, and slowly bringing it back down to the ground. Just like that. Let's do a couple more just to get an idea of what they look like. So that's the Steinborn Squat. If you like this video and you're not already a member, please consider subscribing. It's that red button down in the corner over here. And if you're already a member and enjoy these and there's a certain exercise you would like to see, leave it down in the comments and we can work on making a video for that as well. Next week, we're going to do something completely different. There seems to be a trend right now of grip strength activities. So we're going to look at some unusual finger strengthening exercises from back in the 1800s. Until next week, remember, life is a strength sport, so get stronger and get living.